sports, and entertainment. Hit the like, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also, hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content, all of my videos. Salute to the entire Lions Den basketball as well as boxing community, and salute to all of the people that rock with me. I'll give people a chance to come up in here, and if nobody else is in here, then we'll go ahead and we'll get rocking and rolling. Um, I want to give a shout out real quickly, man, to two brothers. First and foremost, man, let me give a shout out to Showtime On Point uh, podcast, man. To the brother Showtime. If you're not sub to Showtime, definitely go sub to Showtime. I hadn't been on a panel with Showtime in a couple years or whatever, but his knowledge of the game definitely obsolete, man. And he's doing his thing over there. And one of the LDBC brothers too. And then also I want to give a shout out to the brother HDI TV. Definitely go sub to HDI TV. I rock with him too, and he's been really, I would say, in my opinion, those two guys, especially HDI TV, have been keeping a close eye on the WNBA when nobody else really was talking about it. So salute to the brother HDI TV. What's up with it, Ted? I see you in here. Um, Let me go ahead and get rocking and rolling. All right, now listen, man. Angel Reese, man. What people got to understand, we know that Angel Reese uh, garners attention for negative reasons. Unfortunately, it's like Angel Reese. Uh, she can never do anything good, right? They do everything that they can to tarnish the name of Angel Reese. They sit there and they call her names. They bash her. They shame her. Even in the midst of her inking a deal with Reebok. What's up with it, Cottage? And now, Caitlin Clarke fans are upset that Angel Reese has struck a deal with Reebok, her and Lexi Brown. As you know, Lexi Brown plays for the Los Angeles Sparks, and of course, Angel Reese plays for the Chicago Sky. She inked the deal with Reebok. And Caitlin Clarke fans are mad. Listen, man. I'll say this once, I'll say this again. Without me being, without the foolishness. Caitlin Clarke is a hell of a basketball player. Okay? Yeah, the daughter of D. Brown. Caitlin Clarke is a hell of a basketball player. Phenomenal. But this is what you got to understand. It's more than just basketball. She doesn't have a marketable personality. She doesn't have a marketable look to her. Okay? And listen, it doesn't take anything away from her talent. But the thing about it is these people, they're starting to see now that Angel Reese has marketability. She's got personality. She has the look. She has beauty. She's a young woman, but she's a young, strong black woman, which scares the United Snakes of America. Y'all are afraid of a young, strong black woman. That's what y'all scared of. Y'all want Angel Reese to sit in the corner and say, yes, sir, master, and all this other BS. No, it don't work that way. She found a lane, and then on top of that, in defense of Caitlin Clarke too, really neither one of these women are making that much money. They're getting their money outside of basketball. But y'all can't. Caitlin Clarke stands cannot get mad at the marketability of Angel Reese. She came in. Listen, she's got her own podcast. She's had numerous of people on there already. Her podcast is blowing up. It's not like, okay, she did a little bit of modeling, soft porn, if you want to call it. I've seen much worse. And besides that, even if she was doing that sort of thing, she's a grown woman, whether you like it or not. Then on top of that, check this out. The people that are in the front office of Reebok are Shaquille O'Neal. And on top of that, Allen Iverson. Okay? Now, Allen Iverson made Reebok a household name, and so did Shaquille O'Neal back in their heyday. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Angel Reese is an entrepreneur. Basketball is not the only thing that she can do. She could do plenty. So what she wants to... Yeah. Nobody said anything to a lot of these other... Listen, it's no different from a lot of these athletes. Michael Jordan modeled. You know what I'm saying? There were a lot of models in the NBA. Dennis Rodman modeled. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about Dennis Rodman. There was a lot of people that did stuff outside of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Shaquille O'Neal was a hip hop artist. Women can do it too, and they deserve the right to do it. And the reason is because these women aren't making that much. See, this is what y'all want Angel Reese to do. Y'all want Angel Reese to be controlled by the WNBA and be controlled. If it wasn't for Angel Reese and Caitlin Clarke, I got to throw Caitlin Clarke in there. Let's just face it. The WNBA wouldn't even be talked about, really, because college basketball brought that heated rivalry in, and it geared them and prepared them for what's to come in the WNBA in the next couple of years. And now you're seeing it. Let's just be honest, man. The last couple of seasons, the WNBA and college women's basketball has been more marketable. It's been more enjoyable. Hell, the ratings are dropping with the NBA. Y'all don't want to talk about that shit. Y'all don't. And see, an example of that right now is y'all would rather spend time talking about LeBron James and talking about what he doesn't do and talking about, his hairline and talking about all that goofy shit than really actually talking about the game of basketball. Like, talking the game of basketball is boring to y'all. Y'all want to talk about the drama. Y'all want to talk about who's fruity or not. Y'all want to talk about whose wives is doing this. It's just like with Travis Hunter. Y'all not concerned about Travis Hunter and what he does on the football field. Y'all want to know what the fuck going on with his wife and shit. The drama outside of the game. Let's just be honest. And look, that's all right. They did it back in the days, but it was sparingly back in the days. Now, y'all would rather just talk about the soap opera more so than the sport. And that's what y'all want. And that's what y'all have when it comes to Angel Reese and when it comes to Caitlin Clarke. Think about it. They wanted to market it, the woman version of Larry Bird and the woman version of Magic Johnson. That's what y'all. That's the storyline that y'all wanted to see. That's the storyline that the WNBA wanted to bring. And guess what? It's kind of working. I mean, let's just face it what it is. They're not as heated rivals in the WNBA as they were in college. But like I said, to get back to what I originally said, Angel Reese is way more marketable than Caitlin Clarke, man. You know, it doesn't. She might be. She might have a better game and everything. And this is another thing too. Just because Angel Reese doesn't do all the moves that Caitlin Clarke does and all this other stuff, right? That doesn't make her any less talented than what Caitlin Clarke is. You know, she plays a different position. Her mentality is different. Angel Reese is more of a defender. She's a rebounder. You know, Angel Reese is more of a gutsy type of player. Caitlin Clarke is finesse. That's like you comparing. Uh, that's like you comparing. Let me see. That's like you comparing a guy like Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? A guy like Dennis Rodman or Dikembe Mutombo or some shit like that to a guy to like Reggie Miller or another shooting guard or something like that that's flamboyant or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a fair comparison. You said Caitlin Clarke is your girl. Hey, more power to you. But she's still not more marketable than Angel Reese. She's not marketable at all. She don't got the personality. She don't got the look. Only thing that you could really stack up is her game. That's it. Other than that, she doesn't have the marketability like Angel Reese. You know, she's a tremendous talent. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But like for real, who's more prettier to look at? Hold on one second. I like her game and her bag. You like the fact that she lose. She's not a champion. She's not a champion. And that's what they want to market. They want to market somebody about individual. Angel Reese is all about the team. Now she did have assists and she cut down on the turnovers, but she still got a lot to learn, man. And that's not me hating, because she can ball, but like I said, it doesn't make Angel Reese any less better. The fact that she could shoot, oh well, that's great. But where did it end up? To me, she's nowhere near on the level of a Ja Wilson. If we're being honest, Ja Wilson destroys everybody, with the exception. I think the one that's probably on Ja Wilson's level, talent wise, was probably Juju. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. It took her a while to get better. She struggled. She didn't get better every game. No, she didn't. See, what that tells me, you didn't even pay attention, really. She didn't get better until towards the end of the season. She had some good games here and there, but at the beginning of the season, she was horrible. You lying like shit. By game 10, she was scoring in double digits. Well, first off, man, don't come on my motherfucking channel telling me I'm lying, okay? And second off, you respect me in my goddamn channel, motherfucker. Okay? Don't say that I'm lying at all. You know what I'm saying? If she was that great, she would have been in the MVP conversation, right? Ajah Wilson was the one that was making headlines. Just because you over here licking her pussy, man, and got your face in her pussy, don't take that shit out on me. You know what I'm saying? She won number 2 in shit, man. What the fuck is you talking about, man? Here go one of these other Kaylin Clarke fans and shit like that. Stands, I should say, up in here dick well, I should say pussy riding. That's what the fuck you doing, nigga. Don't try to challenge me on that shit. And I knew your ass was gonna come up in here with that bullshit, man. I'm a country bumpkin, huh? The only thing that's about to get bumped is you off my motherfucking shit, nigga. And matter of fact, I give you a country motherfucking slammer out of this bitch if you want me to. Talking about country bumpkin, nigga. Nigga, I just sound this way, okay? Don't come up in here with that bullshit on my motherfucking platform, okay? That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's your last warning, nigga. You the one that get all emotional. You more emotional than these goddamn females. Every time I talk about Kaylin Clarke and shit, you get all in your goddamn feelings. Don't nobody give a fuck about Kaylin Clarke, man. Not like that. If you want to pay attention to goddamn Mel Gibson, go ahead. Man, goodbye, nigga. Talking about I'm a racist, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Get your ass up out of here, man. Talking about I'm a fucking racist, man. How the fuck I'm gonna be racist, nigga, and I got rainbow in my motherfucking family and shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I like Kaylin Clarke. Coming up in my motherfucking channel telling me what I know. Nigga, you don't even pay attention to the fucking statistics. I watched Kaylin Clarke. She wasn't a champion when she came out of Iowa. Angel Reese was. Yeah, I mean, and she made it. Don't get me wrong, she made it, but she didn't capitalize. Y'all mad because she lost. She lost when she was in the WNBA. Step your motherfucking game up. They criticized Angel Reese. Oh, she can't do this. She ain't got no moves, all this other shit. But when we criticize Kaylin Clarke, y'all want to talk all this shit about her. Y'all want to talk all this shit about Angel Reese and everything. But y'all want to get all mad in your feelings every time somebody, you can't say shit about Kaylin Clarke. Man, I don't give a fuck. That man, she probably don't, man, half of the motherfuckers, man, she don't even know y'all. She don't give a fuck about y'all. Calling me a goddamn racist, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. You make no sense in your motherfucking logic. If I was bullying her, man, I would be talking about her all the time. This is my first time talking about Caitlin Clarke besides this morning. You got motherfuckers coming up in here talking about, oh yeah, well she was an MVP candidate and all this other bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Ja Wilson destroyed this year. Only thing is that the Aces did not, they didn't capitalize. And besides that, it was the Liberty. It was old girl. She had a better season than Caitlin Clarke, and they wasn't really even talking about her. I don't mind you disagreeing with me and shit, but man, show respect to my motherfucking channel. Because that's how shit gets started. People get up here and they say, oh yeah, you a racist and shit like that. No. I'm not racist at all, man. I got love for all people. But when it comes to the game of basketball, if you're not doing something right on the court, you're going to get criticized. Oh, country bumpkin, da-da-da-da. Okay. What's up, Angelo Bell? I see you in here, man. Hope everything all right. But like I said, man, she can't even ink a deal without y'all motherfuckers getting all crazy. I'm talking about Angel Reese. She signed a Reebok. She get a deal. Now y'all salty because she got a deal. Caitlin Clarke been getting attention all goddamn year. Last time I checked, it was Angel Reese's record that Ja Wilson broke. She broke her rebounding record. What's up, Sister Noble? You said, I'm happy Caitlin Clarke did the Time magazine interview telling her fans exactly what she thought about fans harassing people and her man. Salute to you. You're right, sister. Like I said, y'all think that, listen, it's guys like myself, HDI TV, True Raw for TV, Showtime, goddamn LB. We're gonna tell the truth about her fans, man. It's not Caitlin Clarke. I don't have nothing personal against Caitlin Clarke. Look, dog, how the fuck she gonna be racist and she dating outside of her race? Or she in a relationship with a dude outside of her race? You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets mad and they get in their feelings when we talk about this subject. But it is what it is. She did more of the accomplishing. Let's put it that way. Angel Reese did. She started off with a better season than Caitlin Clarke did. Now, unfortunately, she ended up getting injured. I hate what happened to her, Angel Reese or whatever. But she was on the verge. The Chicago Sky was on the verge of doing some damage. They missed the playoffs. Of course, the firing of the coach, which I felt was kind of wrong. There were a lot of situations that she couldn't control. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clarke was sitting there knowing that she had to take it to a whole nother level. Please hit the like when you come in here, please. HDII TV. Go look at my community section and you'll see some references about. Just type in HDII TV. Welcome to HDII TV. Again, salute to welcome to HDII TV. One of the hottest channels popping right now. And like I said, shout out to Showtime. Showtime on point. Because he talked about it too. And he's been on this all year. All year. Since the beginning of the year. HDI has been, in my opinion, the most consistent talking about this thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I just saw Showtime too, so I give him his credit. His just due too. And they've been on it. You know what I'm saying? I've talked about it myself. Yeah. And he's going to talk about the WNBA, not just one goddamn player. He's going to talk about everybody, man. The WNBA needs to have more marketing. Hold on. Here, let me add you as a moderator suite. There you go, Sister Noble. Oh, simply ball dropping? Okay. Well, salute to them. I haven't been there, but salute to them, man. But if you come to my channel, ladies got a voice, man. Ladies sports is just as important as men's. Whether it's boxing, whether it's hooping. Now, I don't agree with a woman playing football. I'll tell you that much. A hard hit on a woman enough can kill a woman in football. I mean, it could kill a man too. But I don't agree with them playing football. No, maybe not even as a kicker. Because a kicker can get badly hurt too. Sister Noble. I like that name though, Sister Noble. Nah, but like I said, man, you say one bad thing about Caitlin Clarke. In fact, there's a lot of professions that women. Yeah, I agree. It's a lot of professions that men shouldn't even be working in. You know what I mean? But I looked at it like this. Really, honestly, Caitlin Clarke fans should be happy. You know why? Because if it wasn't for Angel Reese, what villain would you have? They saw Caitlin Clarke as this big-ass hero. They needed a villain. See, back in the days, and I'm going to go back to this point right here. I got to say this right here. Okay? Let me say this. Back in the days, believe it or not, when it came to Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, a lot of people would have had this perception that Larry Bird was the hero. That wasn't the case. Larry Bird was the villain. Magic Johnson was the hero. But the thing about it is, they were so used, because of the color, they were so used to it being completely opposite. They were used to being Bird. You know, we were thought to be the villain anyways or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that Magic Johnson was in L.A., bright lights, you know what I'm saying, palm trees, all that jazz or whatever, they looked at Boston as the tough blue collar workers, people that were hardworking, construction jobs, just want to enjoy a good game and stuff like that every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in LA, it was all about entertainment and millionaires and guys that got money and businessmen and suits and ties and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a cultural difference, and they rallied behind the hard workers and the people that were gritting and grinding. They rallied behind over there in Boston. They rallied behind Larry Bird, and all the other people. They rallied behind Magic Johnson. So yeah, I don't. All these people that sit up here and they be crying and talking about, oh, don't disrespect Caitlin Clarke. There was a girl playing running back this season against my son. He would not tackle her. She kept running past him. See, I don't like that, man. I don't like that, Angelo. I'm just being real. I don't like that. Because it's like, what are you going to do? Now, that's why, like, you have women's basketball. That's why you have men's basketball. I mean, if we gonna do it like that, then make women's football. You know what I'm saying? But see, football is like when you come up, you're taught a certain way how to tackle. You're taught a certain way how to take your opposition down. If you go to like the NFL and stuff, and then they try to change things up, they try to change the rules, just like the whole helmet to helmet thing, and there's certain ways that you got to tackle and stuff like that. It messed a lot of those guys up that were DBs, corners to a certain extent, even linebackers and stuff like that, in terms of tackling and stuff, because now it's like, damn, I was trained a certain way in high school. I was trained a certain way in junior high or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was trained a certain way in college. You said Caitlin Clarke does not want to be used as an avatar for hatred or bigotry. Now some fanboys and fangirls are mad at her Time magazine interview. Well, yeah. I mean, look, I'm glad she did the interview. I mean, she gave clarity on a lot. And listen, Caitlin Clarke she's not a bad person, man. I want to put that out there, man. Like, she's not a bad person. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. It's just that she's not marketable like Angel Reese. Like, if you hear Angel Reese in her podcast or whatever, you'll enjoy it. You'll have fun. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, she's more vibrant than Caitlin Clarke is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people they're more drawn to Angel Reese. And on top of that, you got to look at it from this perspective too. Angel Reese is able to play the villain. Like she can play the villain role. Like, listen, as much people that like the hero, absolutely love the villain. You know what I'm saying? There was times, of course, that I loved the villain. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then villains ended up becoming a hero. It's just like Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho Man Randy Savage was a villain at one point. I'm talking for those of y'all that know wrestling and stuff, and are old enough. Macho Man Randy Savage used to go at Hogan. Hogan was considered the hero. You know what I'm saying? Macho Man was the villain, but he played the villain role so good that people fell in love with his character. And same thing with like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan went from being the hero to the villain or whatever. It was the opposite. Yeah, God rest his soul. God rest his soul. But yeah, I like the way that she played the villain role. You got to think about it. The Fab Five from Michigan, and I got some people in here that's actually gonna talk basketball. They ain't gonna come up in here trolling. Now, if you coming up in here and you actually got some good logic, and I don't really agree with you, then okay. But you saying shit personal and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You could get your ass off my channel. That I'm not gonna have that shit no more. I tried to let that motherfucker live earlier, but it's only so much that a nigga can take. You know what I'm saying? I don't take like a liking to disrespect at all, and you shouldn't either. Now, if you say, "Oh yeah, Polo, you capping" or something like that, okay, yeah, I can handle that shit. But don't get into no personal jabs with me. I don't play that shit. But getting back to what I was saying, as far as the villain role, the Fab Five for Michigan, they were considered villains. The Duke Blue Devils, the Blue Duke, the Duke Blue Devils, they were heroes. A lot of Caitlin Clarke fans, you said no trolling. A lot of Caitlin Clarke fans are racist as hell, and they don't like to troll people. Listen, she can't help who likes her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a racist because this clown said I'm a racist because Angel Reese is more marketable. Yeah, UNLV were villains. Yeah, like that makes no sense. Like she's more marketable. Larry Bird, I got Larry Bird in my starting five, not Magic Johnson, who was more marketable. Magic Johnson was. Fucking Larry Bird didn't have no fucking personality. He had no kind of personality. Michael Jordan was like, he had a, listen, I know this is going to hurt some people's feelings, but I got to be real, man. Michael Jordan was really more of an introvert, if you really didn't know that. And so was Kobe Bryant. These guys were introverts. Now, they didn't want, like Kobe Bryant, he was a very private person. You understand what I mean? He didn't want everybody in his space like that, you know, knowing who he was and stuff like that. You know, but his marketability was phenomenal because his game, you gravitated towards his game or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with Michael Jordan. He didn't have a Magic Johnson type of personality. He probably did, but you wouldn't have never known it because he was more of a private person. Jordan didn't really like giving a lot of interviews and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't. But Charles Barkley, he was so raw and uncut, they was like, well, damn. And Charles Barkley was considered a villain too to the media but they fell in love with him because he was raw and uncut and just straight up no filter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shaq was a personality. He had a personality. Now a little bit. Shaq started the media started to get on Shaq's nerves a little bit. You could tell a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he was in L.A. or whatever. Yeah, he was an introvert. But the reason why I bring this up is because it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It's just like you're not an extrovert. You're not out there the life of the party, letting people into your space and letting people know, who you are and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Some players like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he didn't have a marketable personality. You know, he just didn't. Matter of fact, he couldn't stand the media, and the media didn't like him neither. One example you see is with fucking Skip Bayless. And to this day, he doesn't like. He has all this shit against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's like in football. It's like in football, right? Michael Strahan, you knew that motherfucker had a personality. You knew Shannon Sharp had a great personality. You know what I'm saying? You knew that those guys were gonna be in media. So, like, it doesn't take away from their greatness as people. But like a guy like Barry Sanders, he was a phenomenal football player, but Barry Sanders barely talked that much. You know what I'm saying? like Michael Irvin, like Michael Irvin was gonna speak his mind. You know what I'm saying? He was cut out to be a personality like Deion Sanders. You knew. Now I never. I'm gonna be real. I never expected Deion to be a coach. I thought Deion was gonna just stay like in media and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was doing media for a while and stuff like that. But I never expected him to be a coach. But salute to Deion, because not only did he build schools, but then he became a coach too. He started off from the lower level, like you're supposed to, like JJ Redick was supposed to, and then gradually move your way up. Not being thrown in the goddamn fire like you know every fucking thing. Nah, you gotta wait your turn, buddy. You gotta wait your goddamn turn. But yeah, it's just some people that have better personalities than others, man. You know. And like I said, you either blessed with it or you're not. You know what I'm saying? You either got that, you know, the gift of gab, or you don't. You know. And Angel Reese, she came into the game or whatever, and she was able to show people a different side. She's not one dimensional. She's able to listen. She's already able to captivate people with her beauty and things of that nature or whatever. But she wants to show more, that she's more than an athlete. You know what I'm saying? She's got personality. She's an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? She's also helped people, a philanthropist, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but I salute all of them, man. I salute all the women that play, even the ones that's not really getting their credit, man. That are in there. I give them credit, man. Salute to all of them because the um, the WNBA. Let's just call it what it is, man. Ted, Cottage, Sister Noble, um, Angelo Bell, everybody that's up in here. The WNBA had lost its momentum for a long time. You know what I'm saying? There were a few people here and there that were trying to keep it afloat. Of course, you had Maya Moore. She was trying to keep it afloat for a minute. Candace Parker, you know what I'm saying? She came in at a time when it was booming. You know what I'm saying? Lisa Les. Well, those days started to come to a end, like the Lisa Leslie days, Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper, all them, you know, Tina Thompson days, all that, Houston Comets. That's when the NBA was really, I mean, the WNBA was really booming at one point. You know what I'm saying? But then somehow, some way, you know, it kind of lost its edge. They wasn't really putting no marketing dollars behind the WNBA, man. People were, you know, of course, you know, the NBA. People had the NBA, and they felt like, okay, what do we need to watch the WNBA for? You know, it's not as entertaining and stuff like that. But I beg to differ. I beg to differ. You know, because college basketball, in my opinion, at one point was that, you know, when UConn was winning the championships and stuff like that, it was quite entertaining, man. I'm able to appreciate beauty in both games, man. You know, like no pun intended when I say beauty. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the art of basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? I know most of y'all think I'm looking at the beauty and the booty when we talk about WNBA, but no, we talk about the art of basketball. You know, but I love the fact that they're putting, you know, they're finally starting to put their dollars behind, you know, the marketing of these players or whatever. You know, it's just like with Ice Cube and the Big Three. Caitlin Clarke could have made way more money with the Big Three than she did with the WNBA. You know, that's that's how that's how little they were paying these women. You know, like Aja Wilson, she deserves way more money than what she gets right now. You said Angel Reese, Stat Pad Queen. No, she's not, man. No, she's not. Call her a champion, man. That's what you need to call her. Um, if we're gonna go there, then you need to talk about LeBron James. You have non watching for a reason. Oh, okay. Well, you here too, bitch. Holla. You could go dream catcher. You probably catching nut. That's what the fuck you doing, nigga. Anyways, see, I try to let motherfuckers live or whatever, but I have 9 people. Whether I got 9 to 90 people, it don't fucking matter. I don't need 100 people. You know what I'm saying? That shows that your bitch ass is here. So, you know, you could bring it on. That's great. If that makes your day, that's fine. Well, I did. I tried to spare him, man, but like, you know, like I said, be respectful when you come in here. Be respectful when you come up in this bitch, man. And anytime I open up the panel, you're welcome to come up there and get flamed too as well. You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. But anyways, by you know Dream Jack off, whatever his name is. That's what he probably be doing, jacking out while he dreaming and shit. Talking about dream catcher. He dreaming about a bitch catching something. He over there catching the pillows and shit. That's what that motherfucker doing. What kind of name? What kind of name is that? Like, what the fuck, man? What did you? Like, were you popping fentanyl or some bullshit? Like, I gotta know. Were you shit? Yeah, you got 9 people for a reason. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. He talking about a dream catcher, man. Only thing he catch, he up in there, he catching his nut off of X videos and shit. Talking about the dream catcher. Oh my god, man. But let me go ahead and get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notifications too. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community. Until then, man, I'm gone.